We have teams on the ground from Newport News to Virginia Beach tracking conditions as the winter weather continues. Look at that.
Yeah, we're going to check in with them in just a second. But first, let's toss things over to Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages for a look at the forecast, wondering how long is this going to last?
I tell you, ladies, what a day for Team Snow.
Yeah.
Very active radar out there today, and in some spots, we're approaching a half foot of snow already on the ground. Places up through the peninsula, over in Surrey, portions of northern Isle of Wight, where we're seeing this banding that's been setting on up and persistent over the last several hours, bringing snowfall rates up and over an inch per hour. You can see the 2-hour loop here, and we've got no end in sight. Several more hours of ongoing snow, and if you're still seeing some rain, you will transition over to some snow as well now that the sun has gone down, and it's going to start to lay on area roadways, sidewalks, as well as the grassy surfaces that we've already seen accumulating snows on this afternoon. Here's a look at Southside, an overlay of temperatures with radar, and we are seeing the numbers come down. We're at freezing at Longview now, same over at Wilroy, flirting with that freezing mark in areas over to Norfolk and Chesapeake at 33 at Deep Creek. Kempsville now down to freezing, same out at Cape Henry, Oceana, and Princess Anne. Up along the peninsula, look at this dark blue here, shading moving over the James through Surrey County, over into James City County, Williamsburg, York County, Newport News, dropping a lot of snow, and temperatures are below freezing there, so we are seeing it begin to slicken up the roadways. Even out towards the eastern shore, upper 20s at Melfa right now, 30 at Eastville with ongoing heavy banding there. Gloucester and Matthews seeing some snow for you accumulating at this time, and northeast North Carolina, farther south and east you go, just way too warm. It's a cold rain for you there out through the Outer Banks, but back in inland locations in the mid-30s and seeing that transition over to snow as well. And it has been windy, so we've got wind chill values right now. It feels like it's 21 out at Norfolk, 21 at Hampton, 20 at Matthews. Feels like 29 this hour out at Williamsburg. So quickly, Futurecast shows ongoing snow for the next several hours, winding down anywhere from 9 to 11 o'clock tonight. And then we see the cold come on in, and we've got slick spots on the way for tomorrow morning with air temperatures sub-freezing. We'll talk about tomorrow and when we warm things up and your 7-day when I see you again in just a few minutes. Ladies?
Okay, thank you, Tim. We continue our Weather Impact Alert team coverage with Brianna Fallon. She is live in Newport News. And Brianna, we see that the snow is still coming down there. You're over by CNU, right?
Yes. So we are on Warwick Boulevard, right across the street from CNU, actually. We've been here for the past couple hours now, and the snow has just really continued to fall. If you actually want to take a look right behind me, you can kind of see what is going on here on the roads and on the sidewalk. It really hasn't slowed down. Doesn't look like it's going to anytime soon. And while that snow and slush starts to build up on the roads, Jason Calbert with the City of Newport News Public Works Department says his crews are working around the clock and keeping a close eye on conditions in all roadways across the city, especially as temperatures start to drop. In just a matter of minutes, several areas of Newport News saw freezing rain turn to snow this afternoon.
The main concern is just to keep the roads clear and passable for the community. Hopefully they can stay home if it gets bad.
Newport News Street Maintenance Administrator Jason Calbert says crews saw this storm coming well in advance and started prepping the roads over the weekend. But he says the work doesn't end there. Calbert's crews are working around the clock today to keep these roads safe and clear of snow as best as they can.
There's a chance for refreezing if the roads do stay wet. We will have a crew working overnight as well. We're on 12-hour shifts beginning this morning, so we'll be able to treat those if those problems arise.
While Calbert's crews work on plowing and laying salt on the roads, Calbert says the best thing drivers can do during this storm is to stay home. But if you are out on the roads, Calbert says it's important to take your time and drive cautiously.
You don't need to go out when the roads become unsafe, then certainly stay home. And if you see our crews out working, please give them space so that they can treat the roads.
And again, the conditions on the road might not look too bad right now, but that slush is really starting to build up. So like Albert said, if you don't need to be out right now, it's best to stay at home and avoid driving on those roads. Live in Newport News, Brianna Fallon, 13 News Now.
All right, yeah, Brianna, thank you. And those cars aren't slowing down yet behind you, but they will once the roads get even worse. So thanks a lot for that report. And again, if you see crews on the road plowing snow, like Calbert said, make sure to give them space so they can safely treat the roads.
All right, let's move to Suffolk now, where Emily Harrison joins us live. Emily, what are conditions like over there? I see a lot of snow flurries on you.
Oh, absolutely. I would say that the snow has definitely started to accumulate on me, but it didn't look like this earlier this morning. What started off as a little bit of rain and then a wintry mix slowly developed into this snowscape you can see all around me. I asked a few people here in Suffolk what they think about all of this winter snow. Shoppers ran to the nearest grocery store for their last-minute items as snow came to Suffolk.
I'm a fan because I'm from Michigan, so snow is like therapy. I love it.
Others had mixed emotions as none of the snow stuck to the ground.
I'm not a fan of the snow because I don't like driving in the snow.
I wasn't expecting to see much, but it was good today. It's good to see snow.
Plow trucks came by on Godwin Boulevard to keep the roads clear, but the biggest concern is still icy conditions. Sharice Newsom with Dominion Energy says it's a leading cause of car crashes, but also power outages.
Ice can be a major challenge for power lines because it weighs them down. And once those power lines are weighed down, they could sag, and that can affect the flow of electricity.
While Newsom says they are not expecting any major outages, crews are fully mobilized to respond. A spokesperson with the city of Suffolk says, quote, "Our emergency management team is coordinating with local, regional, and state partners to ensure the safety of our community." Emily Harrison, 13 News Now. Now, I know I said that there was no snow accumulation, but over time we are starting to see just a little bit. I want to give you a little bit of notice about what we're seeing here in Suffolk. I'd call that not even half an inch at this point, but it is sticking. So for snow enthusiasts, it's a good sign. And for people who don't like the snow, well, hopefully it'll be gone by tomorrow. Live in Suffolk, I'm Emily Harrison, 13 News Now.
It's pretty out there, Emily. Thanks so much. Stay safe and stay warm.
All right, now to conditions in Norfolk and Virginia Beach, where people are dealing with a wintry mix of rain and snow that could cause hazardous conditions. Shane Fordham is live in Virginia Beach after speaking with city officials about how they're dealing with the impact.
Well, I'm live here in Virginia Beach, right by the Norfolk City line, where we are really starting to see it come down here, really seeing consistent snowfall. It is really starting to come down here, as you can see. It started out as cold rain earlier today before shifting to snow flurries, as you can see, within the past couple of hours. Our 13 News Now weather team says the Kempsville area near the Chesapeake line, along with parts of Bayside, could see up to half an inch of snow by the end of the day. This mix of wet snow and cold rain could create hazardous slush and even patches of black ice, which AAA says can be dangerous to drivers.
Anytime there's anything between the ground, between the road and your tires, your tires are not able to grip the road as well. So there's always the risk of that happening to motorists out there. So just encouraging people to take it a little bit slower.
A winter weather advisory is in effect for most of Hampton Roads, with 1 to 3 inches of snow expected across the region, except for Norfolk and Virginia Beach. While many cities are bracing for the potential of heavy snow, the main concern for Virginia Beach and Norfolk is cold rain. City officials from both Norfolk and Virginia Beach said they are prepared.
Our city crews have been out today, making sure all of our city trucks are fully fueled and ready to go for the evening and overnight hours. We're going to be making sure all the roads are treated as needed, and they'll be working through the night to make sure those roads are safe for people to drive on.
The city of Norfolk says they do not expect widespread power outages from this storm, but they are staying in close contact with Dominion Energy just in case conditions change. Norfolk's emergency management team has this advice for residents who may experience an isolated outage.
If your power does go out, make sure if you're going to use a supplemental heating source that you use a safe one, okay? A lot of people try to use their oven as a heating source, or they'll light a fire in their chimney, but make sure your chimney is ready to go. Make sure, it doesn't have any safety dangers associated with it, and don't ever leave any type of candles or fires burning unattended.
Now, Virginia Beach says that no schedule changes have been made for any city services or facilities, while Norfolk, on the other hand, says that all city buildings, facilities, and services closed down today earlier this afternoon at 2 p.m. Live in Virginia Beach, Shane Fordham, 13 News Now.
All right, Shane, thank you, and stay safe and warm out there. We're going to check back in with you at 5:30. And stay up to date with the latest from our meteorologists anytime with Weather Impact 24/7, only on 13 News Now Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.